Suppose you woke up one morning to find that you were the only person left on Earth. The feeling of being completely alone in a world that was previously alive with people might be disconcerting, but it would also give you the opportunity to satisfy any material desires you had been unable to fulfill before. You could have the car of your dreams, the house of your dreams, or even a palace if you so desired. You could have unlimited access to high-end clothes and all the accessories, bags, and shoes you wanted. But without people around, would you still want these things? As humans, we're constantly looking for ways to be happier and to feel better. And buying things is something that brings us a lot of comfort because the act of buying releases endorphins and dopamine, and it tricks the brain into a false state of happiness and accomplishment. Decluttering my apartment last year was a huge wake-up call. As my donation pile kept growing bigger and bigger, I started to wonder why I even bought all of that stuff in the first place. Do you guys want to take a wild guess about how many of these books I actually read? Look, I don't think I have read any of these books. After everything was said and done and I felt so much better when all the stuff was gone, I came to the realization that I have to become more mindful of how I spend my hard-earned money and how clutter affects my mental well-being. I am far from being a minimalist, but there are some lessons that we can all learn from minimalism, and being mindful of why we buy things and how we spend our money is one of them. I have made sort of a New Year's resolution to not buy specific products and services anymore. So here are 20 things I stopped buying. Number 1, books. I declutter my books, and the reality of how much I have spent on books I never read made me realize that the most of the time when I buy a book, it's because I just want to buy something. Not read something, buy something. If I wanted to read something new, I would have gone to the library. There are many around me. I think there's something that happens to my brain that feels almost like an addiction, and that most of the time it's more about buying an item than the wish to read something new. So now I borrow books from the library or read them on my Kindle if it's not available for free at the library, and I have drastically reduced the amount of physical books that I have lying around the house. Number 2, fashion subscription boxes. Like Stitch Fix and Daily Look, the clothes I have received are cheap, sure, but they are also bad quality, they don't last, and they all come from sweatshops in Asia. I'm trying to be more conscious of the cost of buying cheaply made clothing because it does come at a high cost. Number 3, bottled water. I never bought them in the first place, but I'm putting them on this list just to remind myself to keep doing that. I usually just bring my own water with me wherever I go. Number 4, microwavable meals. Because I no longer own a microwave, so it doesn't make sense for me to buy microwavable meals. I just heat everything up on the stove or on the oven. My microwave broke, that's why I don't have one, but I never bought another. It was just too bulky, my kitchen's small, and I just don't miss it at all. Number 5, excess mugs, plates, silverware. Because it leads to more clutter, and I believe that the more stuff you have, the more time you have to spend maintaining the stuff. That is like one of the reasons why I don't want kids. It's just a lot of stuff, okay? Kids generate stuff, and I don't want to spend all my time maintaining stuff. Number 6, single-use plastic products like cling wrap, straws, storage bags, because there's too much plastic in the oceans. Instead, I now use Tupperware and metal straws. Number 7 are paper goods like journals, planners, for the same reason why I stopped buying books. I have so many lying around that I bought but never used. I want to be more productive, sure, but buying a planner won't make me more productive. Now I use the Free Notes app on my phone and Notion on my computer to keep track of my projects. Number 8, cleaning supplies that contain harsh chemicals. I have been using natural cleaning supplies, and sometimes I even make my own using mostly essential oils and vinegar, baking soda, and sometimes dish soap. It's working pretty well, and I don't have to worry about harming my skin, my health, or my lungs. Number 9, expensive skincare products. I use coconut oil or olive oil as my face moisturizer and makeup remover, and it's awesome. I do believe that whatever we can eat are also beautiful and perfect for putting on our skin, so I try not to use any harsh chemicals or anything, or any kind of products that I can't read the name. So yeah. Number 10, souvenirs. The only thing I want to bring back home from my travels are good memories and lots and lots and lots of photos. Number 11, new technology. I am an Apple customer, and it can be very hard to resist a new iPhone or a new version of one of their gadgets. But this year I am focusing on using and cherishing the things I already have. Number 12, haircuts, mani-pedis, facials, and other beauty treatments. I honestly just do it myself. It's always been like how I go through life. I'm not a girly girl. I don't feel the need to get my nails done at the manicure. My mom was a manicurist, so I know how to do it myself. And I don't think I've ever been to the hairdresser either. I don't think I ever gotten my hair colored professionally at a salon. The thought of having someone, with scissors behind my back makes me nervous, and I don't want all the maintenance that comes with trying to change the way I look. Number 13, new accessories, earrings, shoes, bags, necklaces. I'm a very lazy person when it comes to dressing up in the first place. So most of the time when I buy fashion accessories, it's almost like I'm buying them for a person that I want to be, as opposed to the person that I am now. And I end up not using them anyway. So from now on, I'm going to be more mindful with the things that I actually spend my money on when it comes to dressing myself. Number 14, seasonal decor. Last year was the first time I set up a Christmas tree in a long time, and it's probably going to be the last time I do that in my entire life, because I spent so much money with the tree and the trinkets and the lights, and after the holidays were over, it was a nightmare to take it down, to store the decorations and dispose of the dead Christmas tree. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm definitely not doing that for Easter either, or Halloween. I'll get into the holiday spirit by cooking a delicious meal, or carving a pumpkin and then eating it. I don't know, or baking cookies or something. I think that's the best thing to do. Number 13, art supplies. For the same reason as the books, I have enough and I don't use it. I would think that every time I bought a new art supply that I would get extra motivated to sit and make art, and that is never the case. Number 16, pens, pencils, and office supplies. I have enough to last a lifetime. I don't need any more of those. Number 17 is spray air fresheners. They're bad for your health, and definitely I don't want to breathe in that stuff. Number 18, sale items. I mean, first of all, I think it's very deceitful what companies do to us. It's not sales, okay? Most of the time when they're like, oh, it's like 20% off, or compare, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're just deceiving you, okay? They're still making a profit, whatever. I just feel like they think I'm dumb, okay? How many times have you bought items just because they are on sale, only to realize you don't even need it in the first place? Be honest. Same here, samesies. 19, paid app subscriptions. I have an app addiction. There, I said it. This year I am only keeping the apps I use every day, and no more apps that need to be paid every single month. No thank you. 20, dryer sheets. I used to be a huge fan of dryer sheets, but I recently found out that they are not recyclable, reusable, or biodegradable. Like, my mind was blown. I had no idea. I mean, how messed up is that? So from now on, I am sticking to regular fabric softener in the laundry. Following social media trends is one of the reasons why I ended up with so much stuff in my house, and I am now aware that the clutter makes me stressed. And I'm not saying that this is the ultimate list, or that everybody should stop buying the items I mentioned in this video, but what I love about YouTube and social media is that we can always learn from each other, and having this space also allows us to have a voice. The world is becoming more and more focused on consumerism, and the habit of consistently buying stuff on impulse is not only bad for your wallet, it's also bad for our mental health and ultimately the environment. I just wanted to say thank you for spending some time with me today, and if you are new to this channel, my name is Claudia. I'm from Brazil. I live in the United States, and I make videos about a more meaningful and intentional life. So far, I'm still trying to figure things out, and also my life here in the United States. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!